So in the previous section, you were introduced to Git branching and merging techniques. In this section, which is our last section, we are going to learn few advanced Git and GitHub operations. So in this section, we learn what is Git Rebase and how it can be used to amend commit history. We'll extend our knowledge of Rebase to perform a Git pull with Rebase. We'll be accessing GitHub using SSH protocol. So far, we have been using HTTP as our access protocol. So in this section, we'll be learning SSH. We'll be learning few file management operations in Git. We'll be introducing Bitbucket, a version control tool. And finally, we'll be learning debugging techniques and Git best practices. In this video, particularly, we'll be using a new repository which we have created beforehand, and will actually execute a Git Rebase operation and explain what Rebase can achieve in terms of amending commit history. Now let's get back to our bash terminal. So we are in our new repository, Git demo project 2. Let's execute the command pwd to check its path. And here you can see it is under the same root folder git dvcs where the Git demo project was located. Now we have created several commits and will examine using the git log command. So let's retrieve an earlier command of git log and let's hit enter, and here you can see the commit history. However, note that the commit history only talks about the commits in the master branch. And you also have created a demo branch, and the demo branch will be visible along with its commits only if we add the following option. So let's retrieve our earlier git log command and we'll add an option which is all. Let's hit enter, and here we are. So you can see the commits related to the master branch, and here are the commits related to master branch as well. And these are the commits related to the demo branch. And from this graph, you can understand that we have a branch whose name is demo branch. Now what we'll actually do is we'll rebase the demo branch. Now what does rebase means? So you can see we have created these two commits first in the master branch, then we branched off and created these two commits in the demo branch. And finally, we checked out from the demo branch and then we created these two commits in the master branch. Now, if we look at this particular commit in the demo branch, the base of this commit is this one, which is a commit in the master branch. Now, what if we do a rebase operation? What rebase will do is actually rebase this demo branch, and the new base will be this commit. So what is the advantage of doing a rebase? The rebase will actually help us to have a flat and linear commit history, and thereby rebase actually amends the commit history. So now I'll show you a presentation that will graphically depict the commits in the demo branch and the master branch. So just take note once again, we have two commits in the master branch, then we branched off and created these two commits in the demo branch, and finally we checked out in the master and created these two commits. So let's get back to our presentation. So here now we are in our presentation slide and will visually depict the commits. So here is the first commit we made in the master branch, and then we created the second commits, and finally we branched off and created a demo branch and its first commit, so that is C3, and then C4 for the demo branch, the last commit in the demo branch. And finally, we checked out back to master and created another two commits, C5 and C6. So that's a demo branch, and this is the master branch. Now you can see the commits C3 and C4 has its base as commit C2. Now what rebase will actually do is change the base of commits C3 and C4 back to C6, and as a result we'll have a flat and linear commit history. So let's depict it visually. Now after doing a rebase operation, the C3 and C4 commits will be actually removed and Git will entirely create 2 new commits. So let's depict it visually. So here are the new commits K1 and K2, and C3 and C4 simply vanishes away. And so here is our demo branch. Now this is not a merged state. We have not merged the demo branch with the master branch as yet, but we have simply rebased the demo branch onto the master. Now the visual depiction has been done, and now let's get back to our bash terminal to execute the rebase operation. Now we are back in the bash terminal. Now let's actually execute the rebase operation. So let's check out into the demo branch, git space checkout, then the demo branch. And we have switched to the demo branch. Now let's execute our rebase command. So rebase command is git rebase, and we are rebasing the demo branch onto the master branch. So let's hit enter, and here you go. We have done our rebasing successfully. Now let's check the output of Git. So Git says we are rewinding head to replay work on top of it. So we are applying the commits. Now you can see the commits that are getting rebased. This is the first one and this is the second one. And you can see those 2 commits over here from the commit messages. Now what will be interesting is if we execute the git log command right now and compare the commit history with the previous commit history that you can see on the terminal. So let's retrieve an earlier git log command. We'll do the all option and let's hit enter. And here we are. We can see a brand new commit history where we have a flat and linear commit history. Now you can see here 2 entirely new commits have been created by Git, and the base of these 2 commits is this one, which is AAF4D2, and this commit can be seen here over here. So let's summarize. We learned what is a Git rebase operation. So in rebase, we are simply rebasing the commits of a particular branch onto the master branch. And in the process, we are having a flat and linear commit history. Or in other words, we are amending the commit history.